does that even mean, Bowers game?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review, and today I'm very excited to check out Kaboodl from Mattel. This is for 2 to 6 players, ages 7 plus. It'll take you about 15 to 30 minutes to play, and in Kaboodl, you are going to be trying to collect these colorful Kaboodles by playing the corresponding picture, colors, and numbers. But you must be careful because your other players will try to kabam your cards, and hopefully you can kibosh them so they don't steal your valuable victory points. What am I talking about? Let's open it up and check it out. Alrighty then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of Kaboodl. So first and foremost, we're going to handy dandy rule booklet. It's just one really long black and white page, and it's okay. It could be clearer, but it's not a bad rule booklet. It's also a very simple game, which helps as well. You also have a couple different languages in there, so that is nice as well. So in Kaboodl, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be trying to collect these Kaboodl cards out here because they're going to score you points at the end of the game. You're going to do that by turning in 3 cards, which will be the character, the color, and the number of dots on the cards. If you do that, you will get to take a card and put it out in front of you. But it's not that simple because other people will be able to kabam, steal those cards from you, and then you could potentially kibosh that so that they don't steal it in front of you. But let's show you how the game is played. So when you first start, everyone is going to be dealt 7 cards. The 12 Kaboodles are going to be set out in the middle. And on your turn, you have either 2 options. The first option is you can discard as many of the cards from your hand that you don't like as you want, and then draw back up to 7 cards, and that will be your entire turn. The next option that you have, and the one you're going to do most of the time, is that you will draw 1 card from the draw pile right here, and then you will play the command cards to do various different things. That might be trying to steal someone else's Kaboodle that they earned in front of them, or it might be potentially trying to get a card. So let's see if I can get one. I have a red. I have a wild, and a wild counts as a 1, a 2, a 3, any of the 4 colors, or any of the 4 characters. So we can play that, and we'll say, boom. So right there, I have these 3 cards. I earn this card, and then I put that over in the discard pile. This is in front of me, but as I mentioned, someone can kabam it and potentially steal it. When someone does that, you have to Kaboodle them. Wrong card. You have to Kaboodle them to make sure, kibosh them, excuse me, to make sure that they don't take it from you. Otherwise, they could take it from you, and then they're just essentially stealing victory points. You're going to continue doing this until all of the cards have been collected. Once the last Kaboodle card is taken and placed in front of someone, the game will be over. You get 5 points for each Kaboodle card you have collected. You get 5 bonus points if you have 3 of a kind, either in color or picture or in number. So if you had, let's say, these 3 guys right here, these 3 birds, this would be worth 5, 10. This would be worth 20 points for having all the points, and then 25 points, so you get 5 additional bonus points because you have 3 of a kind. You also get 10 bonus points if you manage to get 4 of a kind on the different numbers, which is exceedingly difficult, but you can attempt to do it. You also lose 1 point for each card left in your hand, and whoever has the most points will be the winner of the game, and that pretty much in a nutshell is how Kaboodl is played. Alrighty then, Kaboodl from Mattel. What are my final thoughts? Let's cover the pros, let's cover the cons. First, on the pro side, this is clearly aimed at a younger market, and the artwork is nice. The artwork is colorful and funny and humorous, and kids will get a kick out of the artwork. It's bright and colorful and vivid, and it's nice. Also, there's plays on words, which kids love. You got the kabam and the kaboodles and the kiboshes, and they like to say and scream, kibosh that! They don't actually know what kibosh means, or the fact that it actually does have, somewhat of a meaning, but still, it is, that's nice. Small, compact, portable, that's always a good thing. It's a relatively simple game to teach to children, which is always a good thing. The rules could be better, but they're not terrible. The cards are serviceable. They're a little bit flimsier than I'd like, but they're not bad. That's it. That's what I got. Kaboodl is just, I didn't feel it. The kids in my class didn't feel it. And there's a couple different reasons why. I'm going to give you the biggest one first. First and foremost, the kabam card is stupid. It is stupid. You could just hoard a whole bunch of these cards. You can focus on nothing else but getting kabam cards, And I tried it. And I was like, I wonder if I could just win the game by kabamming and doing nothing else. And yes, you can. Because if you have like 4 kabam cards in your hand, you say, hey, I kabam your Kaboodl. They say, ha, kabosh it. They say, hey, I kabam your Kaboodl. They say, crap. And then you know they don't have a Kaboodl. So you're like, hey, I kabam your Kaboodl. I kabam your Kaboodl. I kabam your Kaboodl. And that's all you do. And it's too overpowered. It's just dumb. If you don't have a kibosh, then you've just lost 5 points. And the thing is, what makes that strategy so valid is the fact that you can specifically go for the ones that collect sets. While everyone else is just trying to get whatever Kaboodle they could possibly get out of the middle, you can just kabam whichever card you want. And that it's overpowered. And it's stupid. And it's dumb, stupid. The point system is also weird, and that just goes back to the rules not being as good as they should be. It says that you lose points based on how many points are in your hand, but then it also says pretty much that every turn you have to draw back up to 8, or at least that's how I read the rules. That might be a problem on my part, but it felt to me, and I showed this to my wife too, it implies, I feel like it implies that you draw back up to 8 cards at the beginning of your turn. It's very weirdly worded. But yeah, it's just not a good game, and it's boring. And when you play with 6 players, it's just... no. It's just a little bit too long with 6 players. With 2, 3, 4 players, it was just a little bit too boring. The kids weren't interested. I wasn't interested. It's just not a fun game. Overall, there's a reason why you probably haven't heard of this game, and that's because it sucks. Kaboodl from Mattel is not good. If you're going to buy a mass market game, go get Uno or Phase 10 or something else like that that's in the same ilk, but steer clear of this one, at least in my personal opinion. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below in the comments below. Let me know, rhyming games, do you do them? Do you like them? For me personally, I'm a preschool teacher. I have children, and I rhyme all the time. That was unintentional, Mr. Schmentional. That was terrible. I rhyme all the time. I rhyme so much that my wife gets annoyed with me. But I love rhyming. So, do you rhyme? Do you enjoy doing it? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Smoochoo.